Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, Internet beware. Showtime. Hi guys, I'm back. For another key farm. Now you may say, Lens, you can't do key farms 2 nights in a row. That's not how it works. But I have discovered the magic, the secret to doing more than one key farm per week. It's having more than one account. See? Second account only has 9 characters and an empty slot, one of each class. So, we will again use the magical D20 of determining fate. Determining? How about determining fate? Mod 5, a 15 would be Sylvari. We hate the Sylvari starting map. Hate, hate, hate it. That's a reroll. 12. Well, that would be human. Female is odd because, well, women are odd. 15. It's female. And the class 7 is a mesmer. Okay. Okay. We will randomly randomize our appearance because there's no other way to randomize it other than randomly. Ooh, going bald. Interesting fashion choice. We'll also make her small simply because it's easier for seeing things in the world. Mod 3 on that. A 13 is a 1, so a Harlequin smile. We go with ferocity because it's easy to remember. Now here, we do not want to do raised by the common folk, because we always do that. It's the fastest. We did nobility last time with Farron. But I will roll it. It's a 15. That's Farron again. I really don't want Farron. He's just annoying. I'll re-roll it. 5. It's common folk. Sure. It's fast. It's easy. We're going to do the map completion regardless, so. Oh, this won't matter because we won't get that far, but 7 is... I've never searched for my true parents. Sad, really. Mod 6, it's a 3. That is Balthazar. And we're off. Good evening to whomever has joined me.
The human race once ruled Tyria.
As I mentioned in the the subject for this stream, I am coughing.
Now we struggle to hold our ground.
Celebrating 1,000 YouTube subs. Thank you, YouTube viewers,
We've
very
been
much.
defeated, driven back, and broken. But we will not surrender.
I promise I will drink to excess
So
every
many
time you crack
nations
another
have fallen.
1,000.
Only Kryta still stands. Our faith is strong, despite the silence of the 6 gods.
It's not the silence of the 6 gods, it's the absence of the 6 gods. They bailed.
Courage. We'll make our stand in divinity's reach.
Well, in the various areas around it.
The
So
sea
it's
is my
the
home.
divinities reach around area.
I was born to common folk, just one among many. My friends and I don't seek attention or glory. It's hard enough making ends meet. But I believe we can still shape a brighter world out of the ashes of the past. Today, I stepped outside.
Wow, Logan, I'm
divinity's
impressed.
reach
That
to
was
see
really
the world.
decisive. Logan. I've
But
said
when
it
I
before.
arrived in Shaymore,
I'll say it again,
the
because
town
pretty
was
much I say
under
everything
siege
I
by
say again.
centaurs.
Logan Thackeray is vanilla ice cream
Innocent villagers are in
without the
danger.
vanilla.
Someone has to help. We can't go on living our lives in fear.
I am afraid to live my life in fear.
I have to make a stand.
I have to stand in the place where I live,
This is
now
my
face
story.
north. Old guy music reference. The Defense of Shaymore. We're not so much going to... oh, yeah, that's the new expansion. Not now, thank you. We're not going to so much as defend Shaymore as run through it on the way to the fighty place. I do definitely want to grab this before the day rolls over in a minute plus. Might as well get, extra points. This is the alt account, and I have not played the alt account for months. But I wanted something simple and straightforward, and this kind of fits the bill. What do we got? I set myself a die, I think, and a die. What the hell was that? Did I get close enough? I got close enough to the event that when the event ended, it triggered moving on.
The elemental exploded.
And that was
Captain...
barely. I barely got there, but hey, that's all that counts. Get right down. Ding 2. That's the fastest I've ever finished out the tutorial combat phase thing. I've already identified that, but I have not identified Shy Violet. All right, let's see what Shy Violet is. It's kind of shy, I guess. I don't assume it's actually worth more than a couple of silver. Wow. Oh, it's Abyss. I didn't even realize it was Abyss. Abyss was the blackest black in the game at launch, and I got one of these very early on, and I wanted to sell it to make some money. But the auction house wasn't working yet. But I will sell it for that amount of money. In that I already have it. I mean, what else am I going to do with it? Birthday cakes. Nom 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 nom. Grab that.
The fields beyond.
Talk to him. We will go ahead. Note, the alt account has a sky scale. I did enough of the return to stuff to get the sky scale on the alt account. So that means I've done it the old-fashioned way. On my main account, the way it was originally. I've done it the shorter way, the way it is now, after you finish off Living World Season 4. How now, Brown Cow? Where you can do the return to events for the currencies you need. How now, Brown Cow? And how now, Brown Cow? And I've done it the way you do it in Soto. I've done all three ways now. Hard complete. Ding. There is actually a reason, wow, and level 4, to do either of the first two methods and the Soto method. Because it does give you an additional benefit. You get some additional abilities. Oh, I must be at 250 of those. I am. Again, I have not played this account for months. It has, I believe, everything up to Soto. It has Heart of Thorns. Path of Fire. Do I have the Griffin? I don't have the Griffin. Oop, sorry. Sorry. So, did I finish Path of Fire on this account? I think I did, but I'm not sure.
Is it just me, or am I amazing?
I am pretty amazing. Don't think I finished Heart of Thorns on it. Obviously, I finished enough of Living World Season 4 to finish it off and get the Sky Scale. Pardon me, I'm going to take a couple of small leaks. Oh, I'm a kidder. Oops. The Brood Mother.
Progress makes perfect.
Okay, progress makes perfect. I'm not sure I agree with that, but we'll pretend that I do. So I hope your days have gone well today. For me, it qualified as a busy day because I went to the grocery store.
Hello.
I'm sure this will come as an incredible surprise to you, but while being retired has a lot of big advantages, it's not a thrill fest. It's not a non-stop party. I have looted enemies and finished off the heart. Already 11% done. Seems unlikely, and yet. Ooh. I have looted 10 defeated enemies, one elite or a Vista. Yeah, that's not going to be happening. Oh, we've got the Elder Earth Elemental.
Just one more confirmation of how great I am.
Another level. I'm just, I impressed me. I really honestly impressed me. Not really. Right, and those. That we can't use, that we can't use. New shoes, those who are not aware. Any item of new attire means new random dies. This account does not have all of the common, uncommon, and rare dies. Nor, like, 80% of the exclusives. But we'll do our best. Here's... That doesn't look bad, actually. Midnight Rose, Iron, and Mithril. Doesn't look especially mithril-y, I'm going to say, but other than that, pretty fair combo platter.
Mm-hmm. And hey, without you running things, there'd be a serious pie shortage.
And we don't want a pie shortage. Good evening. Hey, the zombie is back. Hope Undeath is treating you well.
Time to do some real damage.
A lot of times somebody comes back and I don't recognize the name. I recognize that name.
Best time to pick an apple is right before it falls. Too soon. Too late, and it's bruised.
Oh, spooter murdering time, or mootering, possibly spooter mootering time. Don't know what mootering would be, but it does sound like it might be unpleasant. I am just screwing around on the alt account, doing a key farm. On account I'm enjoying Guild Wars 2 again. I wanted to play, but I didn't want to do anything serious, so I figured, you know, can't go wrong with a good old-fashioned key farm. But I did one last night on the main account, so it had to be the alt account. Which I haven't played for months.
Some farmers use Silvari workers during the growing season. I want to look into that.
We'll dodge in. Note, that counts for 2 dodges. You're lost in Guild Wars 2? Well, it's not that unusual. New players certainly frequently get lost. More random dives, new random attire. You get to 80 and you're like, what now? Well, my advice would depend kind of on what you enjoy. You have 980s. The way I describe it, and I may have said this to you in the past, is I think Guild Wars 2 kind of has a you have to make your own fun as the end game description. That's not especially helpful, granted. What I mean by it is there's a bunch of things you can do, but they're not great at guiding you towards them, nor informing you about them, and you kind of have to find out about it yourself and decide where you find the fun. For me, the fun is in the open world and in leveling. But for some people, it might be structured PvP. A lot of people, it's world v world. Fractals, raids, strikes, all that stuff. And that's kind of where you've got to be with it. You've got to decide what you find fun. And it can be possible you might get to level 80 and just not really find any of it interesting. That's possible. Also, if you're playing with friends, that opens up things, as you can just, follow along with the friends, make suggestions for anything you'd like to do. Friends basically make all games better. That's kind of a given, I think, for gaming in general. You can achievement chase. I've done a fair amount of achievement chasing in the game. As an example of something that is constructive to chase achievement-wise. Especially if you don't have an enormous amount of, sort of higher-end gear.
Good to meet you.
Give me a sec. Ding. Oh, sorry, heart complete, not ding. What you do is you go to achievements, scroll down to collections, specialization collections.
Greetings.
I have a bunch of these on my main account. And what they are is collections for each specialization in the game that give you a cool ascended weapon. Well, almost all of them. That one is armor. The Mistward ones. But for instance, let's see. What is a good one? How about percussive maintenance? If you've got a scrapper, an engineer who's a scrapper. Percussive maintenance, scrapper? No, percussive maintenance, is mechanist. And if you finish out the achievement, you get an ascended weapon. which this one's a bit over the top, but most of them are awesome looking. And so those are the kinds of things I have done a great deal of. There are a total of 27, soon to be 36, elite specializations, and I have 24 of the weapons. Friends, it's this thing I've heard of on the internet. I mean, it's possible it's mythical. I mean, you can't really believe anything on the internet. I think you'll agree. Oh, ooh. Because I'm going to be doing map completion on this map, as well as the key farm, I should probably get the vista that is here deep underground, implausibly well lit in the bandit caverns. You know, so I've spent a good chunk of time getting those specializations achievements because I had very few ascended items at the time. Ascended items are easier to get with the Wizard's Vault. Also, the things in the Wizard Vault can be worth chasing. As that gives you dailies and weeklies and special stuff you can do for the currency, and then the currency can be spent on a bunch of fun, cool, interesting stuff. That is another way of kind of keeping myself busy in the game, is by chasing that stuff down. I did some of that here on the alt account, but not that much. So right now I've got 200 of the Wizard Vault currency. So things like Ascended Armor costs 400 and Ascended Weapon costs 600. You can use it to simply just buy freaking gold. And good amounts of gold. Or Mystic Coins. There are a lot of good things. There are a few noob traps in here, but a lot of this is really good stuff. And if you're doing stuff and it's keeping you busy by chasing down the dailies, the weeklies, and the specials, it gives you a reason to do stuff other than, well, it's there.
Another personal victory.
And so, you know, for some people, they kind of need a tangible reward for stuff. And I completely get that. I want tangible rewards for my, you know, what might otherwise feel like busy work. And so the addition of the Wizard's Vault, I think, was a terrific addition. Because now if you want the free goodies, you can't just log in every day and then log right back out, which is what a lot of people used to do, myself included. I did a lot of, on this account, just logging in and then logging back out every day. Because you got the rewards, you know, every 28 days it cycled through 28 rewards for the dailies. And there were a lot of people who had multiple accounts. I got my second account for free. I've spent money since. Obviously, I've got the expansion, a couple of the expansions. I've got the Living World seasons for Living World Season 4 at least. But I completely understand. Well, there are a lot of people who have no idea what to do at 80. There are a number of streamers who have done, well, I shouldn't say streamers, although I guess they're probably streamers too. A number of YouTube content creators have done, what do I do at level 80? I'm level 80, what do I do? And the sort of quick and dirty is you kind of have to decide what you want to do, but they're going to come up with a list of stuff that's more comprehensive than me just babbling about it. I know Muckluck has at least one. I think Laura has one as well. On things to do when you hit 80. Because they really, honestly, do not give you a whole lot in the way of guidance. And for me, there are some maps I enjoy enough to simply to run around on those maps. Even if there's nothing going on, just because the maps themselves are enjoyable. I feel that way about Drizzlewood South. The Drizzlewood South meta, I just find really entertaining. So I will do it when there's nothing else going on, just because I find it fun. But again, it genuinely is a matter of you do somewhat, to some degree. You've got to find the things you find fun in the game and seek them out. I wish it was less that way. Certainly. Oh, look, rat. Oh, look, another rat. How about a great big phantasmal sword in the head? Oh, look, another one. How about... Yep. Just got to kill the rats, man. But it is most definitely not a you thing, that what to do. It is a problem the game has and has never really done a great job of putting it all together. As an example of something that I think they did put together is the new player experience has been, I think, vastly improved. I think the adventure guide is a big win for the players. Not only do they get experience, but they also get game systems sort of explained to them, or at least pointed to them, so it's to their advantage to find out about them. Things like break bars, dodging, we'll res this poor villager.
Progress makes perfect.
And we'll res this poor seraph. That is another level. Level 9. There are some things that Guild Wars 2 just does freaking great. Telling people what they can do at level 80 ain't one of them. Hard complete. Let's grab the POI too. We'll bop back to here.
The Seraph, thank you. How can I assist you?
Let me sell my crop. Oh, I don't know. I'm tempted to keep those globs of globby goo. No, I'm not.
Always a pleasure.
Is it really always a pleasure? I am dubious, to say the least. Let's sell the things. I didn't want to buy anything. I didn't want to buy anything. I wanted to sell things. Stupid game. Stupid, stupid, stupid game. Fine, I'll wear it because I bought it. I blame the stupid game, not the stupid user. Clearly, it couldn't be my fault. I'm experienced, long-time player. It just wouldn't make any sense at all for me to blame the game if it wasn't entirely the game's fault. So it's entirely the game's fault. Oh, a Script Forager! Hi! How you doing? I think it's time to take on the Windmill King. What? We're coming for you, O Windmill King. I am a magpie.
Ho and below, the Windmill King wants to fight a dragon. Forsooth, you have met your match, dragon.
Time to do some real damage.
You betwixt me, you evil magpie.
What can I say? I'm an evil magpie. He's got me pegged.
I need some help.
We all need a little help from time to time, my small scritty friend. I will destroy the items of cultural import to the Skrit. And that will teach them something. Pretty sure it'll teach them something. No idea what.
Time to do some real damage.
Poor Skrit. And now the poor Skrit are even being essentially put into indentured servitude to the thieves in the new thief spec, which I refer to as the Skritmancer.
I need some help.
Just one more confirmation of how great I am.
Just one more confirmation of how great I am. I'm sure you guys don't need that confirmation. You know exactly how great I am.
May Lissa aid you.
Let's see. Those are exactly identical stat-wise to what I'm currently wearing. How sad. This makes me sad.
Why? You want his job? No, I just care.
Divinity's Reach. I like hanging out around here, so you can find me in the Divinity's Reach around.
Good evening, little lady.
I've traveled very far to get here. It's very dirty, isn't it?
Definitely need to randomly die my dice.
Danger.
My
It's nothing like the
pets. My mounts. Them things. Yep.
I saw this hunter who had a doggy. It was bigger
Do I
than
not have yeah, that's fine. Right, that's the only one I think the only special mount skin I've got is the Kinski, which is a good one. I got a choosy box, and I chose that one. I don't remember how I got the choosy box, but I got a choosy box. Alright. Random.
Evening.
Random.
The usual.
Random.
Screaming kids, bar
And the
hoppers, commons,
Kinski.
primal.
Another day
Sure,
of
that's not
paradise.
bad at all.
Gods bless the queen.
Good night.
Let's go ahead and change our mount to the pretty one. I wonder if it's just me. That mount, that seems like a bigger version of the Jackal mount that I'm used to. And I don't know why. It's probably I'm just old, my eyes are going. Of course, it's not fair to say my eyes are going. It's fair to say my everything is going. The highlight of doing the human commoner is coming up here. First of all, we will see the finest character in the game, Uptown Johnny, getting shot down by the barmaid. I hope you will enjoy
Keep walking. You ain't afraid
Barmaid Barbara
you ain't welcome here.
using her anti-aircraft gun to shoot down Uptown Johnny. Here we go.
Come on, sweetness, just one dance. Let's see where it takes us.
Only if you get a job, a haircut, and a clue. And maybe not even then.
Poor Uptown Johnny, shrugging. He doesn't understand.
Hey, watch it. You almost spilled my drink. And
Uptown Johnny.
I'm so glad to see you.
He'll return
I
later.
heard that you were up and around, but I was still worried.
I'm fine.
With
Thanks
the
for
single
coming to see
best
me.
line in the game.
for a fight, because now you got one. Well, let him
Away
have
from
it,
my
boys.
dad's quick kissers.
I'm gonna knock you out and you look good doing it.
It's Petra. Help is on the way.
All right, who's throwing fire at me? That's just kind of frickin' rude.
Can't believe it.
It went upstairs.
I'm dying here.
Pound you into the ground like a big nail.
Oh, she's going to pound me into the ground like a big nail. I didn't know she'd activate right there. That was a mistake on my part. Interestingly, though, she hasn't come in to fight.
All right, I surrender.
As you should.
That's enough. I yield.
So much for her pounding me into the ground like a big nail. Hi, Twitchy Jake. You know what I should do? And if I were smart, what I would have already done, which is equip stuff in the alternate weapon set, because I think, although I am not certain,
Time to do some real
but I
damage.
can swap at 10.
Okay, okay. Surrender.
Yep, there we are. All right. Hey, Big Nose Ted. Yeah. Hey, okay. I've got an idea. We can play a game. Tell you what? Why don't you go first?
Let's play who can hit the hardest. I'll go first.
Yeah, I just said that, Ted. Weren't you listening?
The fun's over here.
Is it? Why, I think he was right. The fun was over there.
Time to do some real damage.
I give up.
Loser. Okay, loser. And of course, Uptown Johnny.
Bandits, thieves, and brawlers, by order of the Ministry Guard, you are all under arrest.
Hey, they started it. I was just defending my friend.
Commander Sarantine, what's the meaning of this? What are you doing here?
Nice of you to show up, Captain. I'm here keeping the peace. Something you and your
She seems
can't
nice.
seem to do.
Thanks to your interference. There's no way I'm letting you take the hero who fought beside me at Shaymore Garrison.
That's true.
I'll vouch for this one.
I am the hero of Shaymore, so kind of a big deal.
I'll find a way to help you no matter what.
If Sarantine keeps swiping our low-level prisoners, we'll have to start arresting a better class of villain.
Oh, Logan, you never fail to fail. Signets. Signets are safe. We'll go with signets. You can't go wrong with signets. All right, that heals 205 with additional heal per clone and removes. Heal yourself whenever you summon an illusion. No, I think we'll stick with the same one we're currently using. Yeah, 20-second cooldown. I think it's better. And over here, then, let's see. Improve Condi or Signet of Inspiration. Oh, inspire me. Inspire me. I long to be inspired. What? First, we'll get a nice little buff.
Greetings.
And then we'll see if there's anything I can sell. Papa needs a brand new bag. Sorry, I have to say that. Spear gun. Can't use it. Gloves. Medium armor. Can't use it. Light armor gloves. Not as good as the ones I just got as a reward. Sadly. But new gloves, new attire, new dies. Drum roll, please. Not very Mesbury. Lemon Zest, Enameled Solitude. I do like the enameled dyes. And Dusk. All in all, not a bad combo. The Lemon Zest, not great, but the rest of it's pretty good.
They'll have to hit much harder.
I'd like to sell a few things.
My job is better than yours.
We'll sell all of those things. Oh, yes, Lieutenant Francis, we are now off to the worst officer in the Seraph, and that's saying an awful lot of little. See, he's got the medicine I want, but sadly, despite the fact he's in the Seraph, the bandits have stolen the medicine from him.
These are dangerous times.
And what does he want? He wants me to do his job
So many different things to watch.
and get it back.
Doing it wrong. Take everything in at once and look for disturbances in the pattern.
He is. And he's worse than that. His real, genuine accomplishment in failing will occur a little bit later. Let's go in. Okay, and my friend has decided to follow me because she's
Stop
a
worrying
little
about
bit
me.
dense.
I can take care of myself. You're the one who just got out of the hospital.
He just took all the loot
Feels
away
good
to
swinging Miss Timber again. She's been tucked away from this life for too long.
I could outrun a centaur.
I'm dubious they can actually outrun a
Lois,
centaur.
remember when we used to ride Rancher Meppy's herd? I bet these birds are just as skittish.
I say let them squawk.
Look at those feathers fly.
There they go. Look at those feathers fly.
The blasted moas around. Get those stupid birds under control.
Look at those feathers fly. Don't actually see any feathers flying. I see the
I could
moas
outrun a centaur.
running at a decent pace. But despite my constantly saying it, I don't think I can actually outrun a centaur. Because they seem like they're fast. Well, I take that back. I mean, there are essentially no animals that over a long distance can run as far as humans can.
It's that do-gooder from the bar.
Now that's
Recruits,
running.
Kill this
There
clown.
are
I could
obviously
outrun a centaur.
birds can fly further than humans can run.
What's all that racket down there? Pipe that. Look, he's bleeding useless. Hey, I need backup over here.
Someone get over here and help me!
But humans are basically the best long-distance runners in nature's kingdom. Oh, couple of bodyguards for Twitchy Jake.
I could outrun a centaur.
I need backup.
And get another one coming from back behind us because they believe in cheating. Yep, here he comes. Couple of them. I remember two.
Get over here and help me! Bam!
I hope my character didn't say bam, because that would just be embarrassing. Doing my Emerald Lagasse impersonation. Oh, and there it is, the almost reliable daily spam bot message. And they're banned, just like that. Twitch, do your goddamn job. Culling out those messages really, honest to God, not that difficult.
I'm Big Nose Ted's right-hand man.
I could outrun a centaur.
Keep your hands off me. Okay. I surrender.
The website has a name. You see, you filter for the name. And you don't have it show up on any screen except the originator's screen. And it'll take them weeks to realize.
I could outrun a centaur.
When you get to the mist, tell him Twitchy Jake sent you. Don't you know who I am? I'm famous.
Well, evidently you're Twitchy Jake. That's at least what you told us. If we find you credible, good evening, Snoopy. Wait, another Snoopy?
I've got to get these supplies back to the
I'm
Sarah.
pretty sure the other
I'll ring your
Snoopy
father
also
when he leaves
has
right
the
after I talk to
Michigan
Lieutenant
icon.
Francis.
Am I wrong?
All right, but hurry. I'll go check on Dad. See you back at the tavern.
Are you the same Snoopy, or do I have two Snoopies? Not that I object to multiple
I could
Snoopies.
outrun a centaur.
You're kidding!
We now return to Francis. I am correct. I'm assuming that's Michigan, right? I mean, that does look like the Michigan logo to me.
These are dangerous times.
My grandfather graduated from Michigan. Speak with Andrew back at... Stuck at work, so no Twitch. Hey,
I could outrun a centaur.
the fact that you went out of your way. Thank you. I do appreciate it. My grandfather got his degree in statistics from the University of Michigan. Spent his professional life doing statistical work for
Time to do
the
some real damage.
forestry department. I need to AFK a sec because sadly my cup is almost empty.
I could outrun a centaur.
I am back with my adult adult leisure beverage, also a living beverage. You live in Ohio, but you're a huge Michigan football fan. Dude, that's a good way of getting dead, I expect. I have another friend who lives and dies with the Michigan football program.
You're back. They're upstairs. Take a left. First door on the right. Quick.
I will say that the Michigan-Ohio State rivalry has always been a no-brainer for me. I would always be rooting for Michigan.
Oh.
Not just because my grandfather graduated from there, but also because
Here,
I grew up
this.
having to...
It probably tastes terrible.
see Ohio State on TV all the time with Woody Hayes. Watch Archie Griffin get 2 completely undeserved Heisman trophies in a row.
What are you doing here?
We came to check on the tavern. Undercover work is tricky. To pull this off, you'll have to eat, breathe, think, and stink like a bandit.
Basically, when it came to large numbers of the large football, as a West Coaster, if you weren't SC, nobody paid any attention to any of the other schools. And so the big football programs I always kind of, well, loathed and detested as a kid. Scepter that's better than the one I'm using. Better than the one I'm using. And pants that are better than what I'm wearing. That's new attire. And as we've covered, new attire needs new dyes. And the new dyes are Rose Tint and Matte.
I could outrun a centaur.
Are really unimpressive. The Spring Grass isn't bad, but it needs kind of a contrasting color to really add the Mesmer oomph. You know? I've only been using whatever the stuff I just randomly looted from mobs.
I could outrun
Great sword is always strong, and I'm currently got scepter and offhand sword. Offhand sword is pretty strong too, and scepter 3 is very strong. Scepter 2 is defensive. Ew, defense. No, thank you.
Greetings.
Oh, fine.
I could outrun a centaur.
If I have to. I am on the alt account, so I do not have access to everything on this account. That's why I can run another key farm tonight is 2 accounts, 2 key farms. The alt account has 10 character slots. That's 1 of each class and 1 for the key farm. It has End of Dragons expansion. I think it has. Yeah, I do have Heart of Thorns and End of Dragons as well. And Living World Season 4, and probably some of the earlier ones were unlocked simply because the account had been created and they were unlocked as long as you logged in while they were live. Side stories, no. Heart of Thorns. EOD. I know I don't have Soto or Janther on this account. Didn't realize I had that many accounts. 3,000 of my achievement points are from dailies on this. So, yeah. Heart of Thorns. Path of Fire.
Watch out, the bats are back. What bats? I don't see any bats.
Living World Season 1. That's the free one. Living World Season 2. All locked. Living World Season Heart of Thorns I have not done. On this character. Duh, of course I haven't. Living World Season 3 is locked. Living World Season 4 is the only one that's unlocked. Okay. Because I have the sky scale on this account.
You're trespassing, jerk.
I'm a trespassing jerk.
Run a centaur.
I have bandit clothes. I wear them very well, I think. They're slimming. They make my fat ass look, okay, still fat, but less fat. We are coming up to the best piece of dialogue in the entire game. Ready yourselves, as
Welcome
once
to
again,
the barbecue, new meat.
we return to Uptown Johnny and his attempt to find true love. Here we go.
I'm Uptown Johnny, baby. Man plus.
And she just walks away, walks over to this guy, and she goes, eh. Poor Johnny, always getting shot down. Seriously, the dude is sad.
You talking to me?
Shoot me. Swap over so that we can drop a nice big area of effect on all of the drakes.
Looks like the drakes are getting a little cozy with them. You sure about this?
I was, but maybe now I'm changing my mind.
Take the fuses over to Blaze, and I will bring up what I usually do, which is Blaze, granted A-I-Z-E. Is this a case of nominative determinism, where his parents named him Blaze and he got caught in a fire and got a burn on his face? Or does everyone call him Blaze in a demonstration of bad taste and hitting a guy where it hurts? And why not name it B-L-A-Z-E rather than A-I-Z-E? It's mean. It's just mean that the guy with the burn on his face is Blaze. Just unlock the sky scale the original way. It is a long process. I did that on the main account. On the alt account here, I did it using the return to achievements, which give you the currency for each of the maps, which you need. And that was a lot easier. The grind for the currencies was the worst part. At least to me, of doing it the long way. And then I also did it the Soto way on my main account because that unlocks additional abilities for the sky scale. So I have unlocked it all three methods. The easiest is definitely Soto, then doing the return tos. Now, if you did it the long way, or you grind it out, or ground out, whichever is appropriate, the currencies, it can still be worth doing the return to achievements for the currencies, because then you can use the currencies that you have left over to buy cosmetics and gear.
I could outrun a centaur.
It's bad. Ted plans to burn down Vanguard Hospital and the Queen Heart Orphanage. That filthy scum. I'll help cover the orphanage. That way we can let Francis fail to do his job and kill a bunch of
Ted
veterans.
thinks we can't be in two places at once. But that's why the gods invented teamwork.
Which gods? The human gods that left the planet? Those ones? Boots I can't wear. A sword I can use. It's a mighty iron sword. Well, why don't we just go ahead and equip that in the main hand? Now we're sword. Currently working on the Soto way right now. The unlocks make it worth it, I think. You will do stuff that you have done previously, which will seem kind of unnecessary. Also, I have to say I'm a big fan of the first map in Soto. So I didn't have to go too far to find the egg. Have you found the egg yet? I think there's like 30 locations or something, and I think it took me like 8 or 10. So that wasn't too bad because it's random.
The orphanage is this. Stop them before the fire spreads.
Look at him run, like vermin. Scurry, scurry, little rat.
We're in. I want a full build. Move.
Oh, it's Uptown Johnny, baby. Man Plus. How unfortunate it is for Johnny. Poor Johnny. Poor Johnny. Poor dead Johnny.
Math time, kids.
That was a little darker than I intended, I think.
Time to do some real damage. Hurts, doesn't it?
Down goes Blaze.
Another one down.
Got it on your sixth one? That's nice.
They're no match for
It's
us.
nice when the random is randomly generous. The worst example I've ever seen, I don't know if you're familiar with Preach. He used to be basically one of the go-to WoW streamers, but he has broadened his horizons. And when he was doing Guild Wars 2, which, by the way, I think I watched his entire Guild Wars 2 series. I love watching, like, you know, a dyed-in-the-wool WoW player discover how things work in Guild Wars. And he went in blind. He would turn off chat, so he couldn't even see chat, and find out everything the hard way. And then he did blind through all of the, I don't know if he did the dungeons, but I know he did all of the raids blind. So he did the entire freaking Guild Wars 2 experience. Anyway, at one point, there was a mount skin he wanted. And so he bought one of the random skin licenses to get that skin. Didn't get it. Didn't get it on the next. Didn't get it on the next. He literally got every single other skin before he got the one he wanted. So I don't know, it was like 18 or something like that. And it took him all 18 random skins to get the 18th, the one he wanted. So the random, sometimes the random welcomes you, and sometimes it decides, yeah, bleep that guy in particular.
Fine. You want a piece of me? Come and get it.
Now, a lot of people are finding out right now about random because they're buying shitloads of the Zephyrite boxes and hoping to get lucky. Now, last year there was a guy who opened 2 million of the boxes. It cost him about 280,000 gold.
Time to do some real damage.
And he got about 230,000 gold worth out the other end. So he spent almost 300,000 gold to lose 50,000 gold on 2 million boxes. So far this year, he has bought 1 million boxes, and he's actually ahead this year. He's gotten more value out than he's put in. He has gotten 7 Chak egg sacs. Which is ludicrous.
Thank you.
The kids are all applauding for me because I'm awesome. Thanks, kids. Study your math. Key to the universe. That's an old guy movie reference. The Prophecy.
I could outrun a centaur.
Christopher Walken playing Gabriel, the Archangel. He's the one who says, study your math, kids. Key to the universe.
I don't see any nobles. This is...
All right, now, Francis.
Lieutenant Francis, what's the situation here?
We got all the people out, sir. But
We got all the people out, sir. He just said that. We got all the people out, sir. And now?
Francis, tell me you got everyone out of
He
there.
just said that he got everyone out.
No, sir. Sorry, sir. We got
This,
some of the people clear, but there were still people
Francis
inside
has
holding
done
out.
exactly 2 things in the game that I know of, and he has screwed both of them
No, sir.
up
Never even saw them. Sorry, sir.
to the nth degree.
We had better luck at the
He has
orphanage.
completely and utterly screwed the pooch. Screwed the pooch is an old guy reference. Alright, better longsword. We got a shield. Don't use. Well, we don't use unless we get Chronomance, until we turn into Chronomance. Oh, that's right. Because I have not unlocked weapon mastery on this account. I don't have access to the weapons outside of the core. Is that better than the one it is slightly better than the one I'm using. And new boots. That means another new die. Here it comes. Steel yourselves. Give me something awful. That's not awful. That's awful plain. Midnight Fuchsia, Rose Ice, and Pale. Kind of admit I'm a little disappointed in that. Just, you know, it ain't blowing my skirts up. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Replenishing.
And these we can all sell. Another level. Level 13. We'll finish up the first chapter of the individual story. And then we will head out and finish the map completion.
Always a pleasure.
I don't believe that it's always a pleasure. All right, we are about to hear the most unpleasant line in the game. It comes from Countess Anise. She uses...
I never should have sent Francis alone. He's a good man.
The words...
You're too hard on yourself, Logan.
She uses the words hard on and Logan in the same sentence.
Doesn't expect perfection.
That's just not an image I want. And then she talks about the queen. That's just... All right. Anise. I suddenly look like Big Nose Ted.
What's up with my face? Now why do I have to be the burned one?
And Logan looks like Blaze.
Just stop crying. We need to be in the cells before Serentine arrives. Let's move.
I was too hard on Francis. Ultimately, the responsibility...
This right here is the worst cell in Kryta. No room to stand up. Barely room to lay down. It's like one of those coffin hotels in Japan.
It's coming from below, and that floor grate is moving. So that's how they've been getting in.
Wow, a floor grate. You knew people were getting in and out, but you had no idea how? But you knew it wasn't the front door, and the only other way was the
Ted,
grate.
Spring you is becoming
and
a
he's all
full-time
surprised.
job, you troll-faced goon. Come
I do
on,
like the
get
troll-faced
you out
goon line. That's
Thanks,
nice.
Commander. But I'm not Ted. And you're not going anywhere.
The game is over, Serentine. If you want to live, throw down your weapons. Now.
Clever. Finally one step ahead of me, eh, Logan? Too bad you won't live to brag about it. Guards, leave no one alive. That's an order. Rally to me! Shield formation! I can't be seen here.
What are we waiting for?
idiots.
Rush
You
down!
can wait. Don't rush in.
I could outrun a centaur.
Fools rush in where angels fear to tread. Let's kill... Oh, look at that. A whole bunch of guards just gonna fall over all at once. That's got to be really disappointing to their boss.
Break formation! Spread out and take them down! Don't dance! Kill!
Hurts, doesn't it?
I have to do everything myself.
Yes, you have to do everything yourself, Serentine.
Time to do some real damage.
Block. Blow up the clones. After sending in the clones. Don't bother, they're here. Old guy music reference.
That was exhilarating. And effective. Commander Serentine's little work release program is officially shut down. You've won a major victory for your queen, Captain. But it wouldn't have happened without the help of our new friend.
That's me. That's me.
Anise is right. Congratulations are in order. You have more than earned the gratitude of the Seraph. Enjoy your victory.
Wow, the gratitude
I'll
of
be
the
in touch with
Seraph,
you
the
again
most
soon.
incompetent
Divinity's Reach can
organization in the
always use someone
entire
we can trust.
of Tyria.
I'll be ready.
And key. Good evening. Or possibly
I
morning.
could outrun a centaur.
Conceivably afternoon. This whole time travelers thing just it drives me crazy. Short trip, granted. And I have new awful shoes. They're really bad, these shoes. And new item of attire means new dyes. And wow, we haven't gotten anything particularly appalling yet. Freshen, frosting, and deep maple. There we go. All right, what we will do is we will open our Black Lion chest, 906. That would be East Coast America time. Could also be South America, but most likely it's East Coast America. North America, I should say. Could be Canada too. Although I've got a friend who's in Nova Scotia, and that would be 10 p.m.
We need to show support for Evan.
And I have a friend who's in Australia, so that would be morning. But it wouldn't be anything 07, it would be something 37, because he's in an area code that's, or a time zone that's offset by half an hour from GMT and SANITY.
Greetings.
I haven't opened my bank on this account in forever. Do I have any Black Lion chests? Doesn't look like it. Oh, Australia's only scary if you think about the various life forms that are there, which is hard not to do. My favorite simple, straightforward example is funnel web spiders, which, while not the deadliest spider in the world, they live in nests, not just singular. They live in nests, and they're aggressive. They're a spider that'll kind of rear back and charge at you. What the fuck is wrong with that? Oh, everything is wrong with that. Black lion chest. Wildlife is your favorite part? I'm a huggy animal nerd. Well, maybe not there. You want to know about the things in the water that can kill you? The venomous snakes? Oh, I know. How about the Gimpy Gimpy plant? I have a character named after the Gimpy Gimpy plant. Meroidia painleaf. Meroidia is half of the biological name for the Gimpy Gimpy plant. The Gimpy Gimpy plant, in essence, on its surface, it has little, tiny little splinters of glass. And it just gets worse from there. What we'll get out of the chest? We are guaranteed a Black Lion statuette, a Nashblade Zephyrite supply box, 2 commons. Good ones are always the unlocks. The dies, maybe. A couple of the other things aren't bad. The current uncommon set isn't bad. The Mystical Beast set, they have this sort of shimmery, blurry look, which is actually kind of cool. We have a helm, which is nice, although probably not for this class. Box jellyfish, perfect example. They slowly move towards their prey instead of just floating. We have the regenerative chamber chair, which I finally got to see in action. You can sit down in it or stand in it. It's sort of like a Kolto tank for those of you who are Star Wars aware. In the rares, we have the Void Corrupted set, which is a cool set, actually. They have the sort of water on oil, smoky, corrupted, gross, edgelordy stuff. Nice. And, of course, the super rares, which I'll never get. I will click open. We'll get a common here. We'll get a common here. And we are hoping for a 5th box to appear. That means you got an uncommon or better, and that is a 1 in 10 shot. A centaur. And here we go. Nope. Teleport to friend. And the Black Lion statuette. The statuette's not bad. That's like the consolation prize. You get a bunch of those, and you can buy almost anything that appears in the boxes later on.
I call upon the storm's power.
Glint's Winter Die Set. On my main account, I've got all the commons, uncommons, and rares, but I think I only have 1 of the exclusives. No, I take that back. Oh, replenishing.
Yeah. Live well.
So I have 1 of the exclusives here. 3 of the rares. At least 1 of the uncommons I don't have. And I think I have all the commons. So the odds are we're going to get a die we already have here.
I could outrun a centaur.
Yep. So I will mail this off to my guildie. 1 Faye. She used to hang around here all the time. Faye. I just glared at you. I will mail the die to her. She is the keeper of the guild bank. All right, we've gotten everything out of here. We are now going to return to the first map, where we are going to finish map completion and see if we can't get a second key. Where were we? Where were we? Over here, I think. I just appear here and you attack. Stupid freaking centaurs. All right, over here we have another hero challenge. Where are the other two? There they are.
I could outrun a centaur.
Kill these guys first. They're easy. The Sylvari area? I couldn't disagree more strongly. I hate that starting area with the fury of 1,000 suns. Mostly for practical reasons.
I could outrun a centaur.
It's got water hearts, which take much, much longer. Also, for me at least, it feels too, color-wise, too one-note. It's all high saturation greens. The entire map. Yeah, if you start a Sylvari, I can understand. For me, it is far and away the worst. The water hearts make it tedious and long. It is the largest of the starting maps by a lot. So if, like for me, you like to run map completion as well, it's by far the worst. And
Time to do
at the risk of repeating myself, it just seems so one note. It's just all high saturation greens everywhere.
Feel the fury.
Pardon me, guys. I'm coming through. Don't mind me. Let me eat or drink the unguent. I'm not sure which it is. Either way, it doesn't sound particularly appetizing. Leaf Fave, the Norn area. I can certainly understand the Norn area is not especially interesting looking. It is, however, possibly the fastest to get a map comp out of.
I could outrun a centaur.
But I certainly agree it's the least interesting. The human is not especially interesting either. But it is, I think, more interesting than the Norn. But the fact that I've run so many key farms is going to significantly color my opinions. Although, not so much on the Sylvari. I really dislike the Sylvari starting map entirely. And generally, because of that, and also I can't stand the Grove. Getting around in the Grove is a terrible pain in the ass.
I could outrun a centaur.
So, for me, the Sylvari are my least favorite race for those two reasons. Yeah, I also think the human is the best one to start with because if you're coming to the game from basically any other game, it plays in a more predictable fashion. Now, for a lot of people, that's going to be boring, and I don't want to be a human. I play a human in real life, and I understand that. But I think as an introduction to the game and the game systems, it does make more sense as you're not trying to understand the Asura or the Sylvari or the Char. The Norn are pretty straightforward. They play like drunken Vikings.
They'll have to hit much harder.
We have Blue Ice, Spring Breeze, and Country Blue. But those sort of decisions are going to be in large amount to individual taste, but also is going to have a factor in how you play. And because I have done so many key farms and run so many characters through so much, a lot of my preferences are going to be based on ease of play.
Pick up a training sword if you want to train. Pick up a rifle and get in formation.
That's how you block an
Remember,
attack.
don't release your shot until the order is given.
I got to talk to him.
Come on, that's way too slow. Try attacking me as I lower my guard.
Raising your shield just as I launch my attack. It's not enough to hit
Fire.
the target. You must learn to hold until commanded.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's keep at it.
I will also note that as far as starting areas go, the Char got screwed.
Game.
They don't have a world
Pick up a rifle
boss.
and get information.
The
Remember,
humans have the
don't
Shadow
release your shot
Behemoth.
until the order is given.
The Norn have the Shaman.
Pick up a training sword.
The Asura
Wouldn't want anyone getting hurt.
have the Flame Elemental. And the Sylvari have the Jungle One.
Not bad at all. Let's keep at it.
The Char have nothing.
Take aim.
This is the most boring heart in the game. It's not frustrating. It's not difficult.
Come on. That's way too slow.
Doesn't take long.
Try attacking me as I lower my guard.
It's just boring.
Fire. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Pick up a rifle
keep
and
at
get
it.
information.
Pick up a training
Remember,
sword. if you
don't
want to
release
train.
your shot until the order is
Anyone
given.
getting hurt.
Take aim.
You have an Asura of each profession, and then one of each of the other races.
Hold.
Did you need something?
The Asura, if nothing else, have a huge win in when they run. If you're running and they jump, the animation where their big heads sort of cause them to bubble back bobble back and forth. It's simple art.
Take aim.
You mostly play on humans and Sylvari. I have them spread out pretty good amongst
Hold.
my 39 characters at the cap on the main character, on the main account. Mostly human.
Fire.
Probably the second most would be Norn, third most Sylvari. I mean, third most
Bad at all.
Asura,
Let's keep at
fourth
it.
most Char, and then Sylvari. This is on the alt account, and I have at least one of each race, that's for sure.
Oh, yes. I think so too.
Hold.
I have one of each class and at least one of each race on the alt account.
Fire.
Oh, come on. That's way too slow.
Not bad.
Try attacking
Not bad at
me
all.
as I lower
Let's
my
keep
guard.
at it.
Take aim.
The guy behind me is the Keymaster. Not the Gatekeeper, he's the Keymaster. Although, if you have to use accent marks on your vowels to get your name.
Hold.
It's not enough to hit the target. You must learn to hold until commanded.
Now, keeping in mind that there are literally millions of characters,
Let's keep at it.
and it's a shared namespace, coming up with names can be tough.
That's way too slow. Try attacking me as I
Play mostly
lower
human and Sylvari, then Norn, no Asuras, and no Char, but you only have 8 slots. So, well, I mean,
Fire.
the Asura,
Not bad.
I would say, have the funniest
Let's keep at it.
storylines because they're so incredibly dysfunctional.
Take aim.
And the Char
Hold.
Come on.
are very Char.
Try attacking me as I lower my guard.
And
Fire.
hard complete.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Not bad.
Keep at it.
Not bad at all. But you know
Pick
what?
up a rifle and get information. Remember,
My cup
don't release your
is
shot
empty,
until
and
the
I
order is
can't
given.
have that. I'll be right back.
I could outrun a centaur.
It's not enough to hit the target. You must learn to hold until commanded.
Hold. Fire. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's keep at it.
They think it belongs to them. But with the garrison nearby, we don't have to worry.
Take aim.
Least impressive about being
They'll have to hit much harder.
Hold.
I'm rich, you know.
Hold.
Pick up a training sword if you want to train.
Fire.
Wouldn't want anyone
Pick up a rifle and get information.
My
Remember,
time
don't
is
release
precious.
your shot until the order
bad
is
at all.
given.
Let's keep at it.
I'm not sure about this.
Take aim.
So the inside of my right elbow is hurting me. In here.
Hold.
And the only thing I can think of is I strained it.
Fire.
I strained it bringing the stupid groceries in today. Now you know why I say just stay young, guys. Oh my God. How much do you have to be falling apart that bringing in the groceries, you hurt yourself?
Hurts, doesn't it?
Yes, it does hurt. You think Asiras are silly? Yeah, that is one of their advantages. They are, first of all, they are silly. They are also generally sociopathic, which actually kind of makes them funny.
Replenish.
When you combine those enormous, monumental egos in those tiny little hilarious bodies. And that's why I love the animation so much when they're running and they jump and they go, wee, and then their head kind of goes back and forth because it's so heavy. Ow. Me? Don't do that anymore. That hurt.
Did you need assistance?
Where are you? You just going to keep running away? Okay, I'm fine with that. You only ever play Char for achieves you can't stand. I can certainly understand not being able to take their the posture. For instance, trying to do jumping puzzles on them is nightmarish. Mind you, it's not great on big Norns either. If you've made yourself a big Norn, jumping puzzles can be an absolute freaking nightmare. I generally make most of my characters smaller, simply because I don't really want them cluttering up everything in the goddamn area. Love it when you go into Metrica and the Inquest talk big, like you can't vaporize them in 2 moves. Well, they're the big bad guys in the next expansion, so don't get too, you know. Yeah, Char and jumping puzzles, not great. Huge Norn in some jumping puzzles, really, really not great. Now, I will do the JPs generally
I could outrun a centaur.
On humans or Sylvari or Asura. A small Norn, you can make it work, but a Char, oh god, no. They're going to get revenge on all of us. Yeah, Asura for JPs, once you get the hang of it, the feel for it, they're actually probably the best.
Time to do some real damage.
But it's not always... sometimes the camera can be so low that it can be a problem.
Oh, that had to hurt.
Come on, guys. I need like one more stupid dead Tamini. And by the way, isn't that what they make hummus out of?
I could outrun a centaur.
Tamini? I know it's not. Thank you. It's been a while since I forgot that. Thank you. Happens about once every, I don't know, I'd guess maybe like every 6 weeks or so. I'll AFK for a reason and I'll come back and I will have forgotten to remove it. Of course, it's always you guys' fault. Not sure what you did. But it was definitely you guys, not me. We are 54% done with the map. Hating JPs is perfectly understandable. I am no better than okay at them. But there is a tool that makes them much, much less painful. I don't have it on this character. on this account. It is called the Experimental Position Rewinder. And what it does is, if you're in a jumping puzzle and you've got a difficult jump coming up, you use the rewinder, you press the 1. You jump. You make it? Great. You make another jump. You got another difficult jump. You hit the 1 again. You jump. You miss. You're falling. You hit the 2. It takes you right back. Every 30 seconds, you can teleport back to the place you just remembered to hit the 1 button. And with that, I have done the most challenging, well, what's generally considered to be the most challenging jumping puzzle in the game. The Chalice of Tears. And I'm not good at them. I'm okay. You get it, I believe, in Living World Season...
I could outrun a centaur.
Chapter 3 of Living World Season 4, I think? But it might be like Chapter 4 of Living World Season 3. I can't remember. It's one of the Living World Season maps. It's the one that has, like in the southern half of the map, has 2 big Inquest cubes. At one of the hearts on the southern map, you can get it for the map currency and some karma. The experimental position rewinder. I think Living World Season 3, Chapter 4. I gotta find out. Prototype position rewinder. The Eastern Complex in the Sand-Swept Isles. Living World Season 4, bug in the system. It's Living World Season 4. Yeah, it will take time. Mostly free to play behind the expansions. Admirable. I will note, we are coming up on the anniversary, and so we may get anniversary sales.
I could outrun a centaur.
Might want to be aware of those, if in fact those do come up. Personally, I'm hoping character slots go back on sale. As my main account, I clearly need more and don't have enough. After all, I only have 40 character slots, 39 of them at the level cap, and 1 for key farms like this. Yeah, it's not a guarantee. We don't always get anniversary sales, but often we do. So knock on wood. This heart is a terrible pain in the ass. Want to make sure no one else is around, so I'll just quick kill it. If somebody else was around, I would let them get their whacks in. Because I am a good guy player. I make sure other people can get their whacks in on stuff. This guy turning around, is he interested in the tortured spirit? If he is, I will turn away. Is he attacking? He is not attacking. I will now finish it off myself. Yes, it does take so long for no reason. I have many times over the course of the last few years, I have complained that certain hearts in certain maps, they just need to refactor. So for instance, my opening that gateway and killing the mob, maybe that gave me like a total of 8% towards heart completion. If they turned that up to say 12%, it would be so much better. Now, not all of the hearts need it, but every heart, or I should say, every map has certain hearts that just suck. And this is one.
I could outrun a centaur.
Yeah, see, you've got another player here. We'll summon up the shadow. I will make sure I get 1 whack. And then I will back away so that he can get some whacks. He got whacks, now we can finish. One char that makes you go invisible. Oh, yes, the stealth one. I just did that last night and spoke specifically about that one. It's not my least favorite, but I know that every time there is a Reddit thread about the worst hearts, that one wins as being the worst heart. Yeah, everyone pretty much hates the stealth heart. There are hearts I hate worse because this heart would be amongst the ones that I hate worse. It is a very frustrating one. It's a one that's sort of difficult to optimize. So I completely understand and sympathize with those who feel it's the worst. I can't say they're wrong. Well, I could say they're wrong. They're wrong. See, I could, but I wouldn't agree with my own self. It's not, I don't think it's the worst, but it's solidly bad. I think it was last night I did it, maybe the night before. I've been doing a lot of map completions lately, as I leveled up 3 characters from like around 50 over the last couple of days on stream.
More people should learn to barter.
Also, if you're someone who converts gold to gems so that you can buy stuff with gems, I will point out that right now, if you have globs of ectoplasm, you should sell them because they're selling for almost 50% more than usual. Mostly the time they sell for about 34 or 36 silver. They're currently selling for 50 each. A favorite heart. The one that I think is the most fun is the Scrit IQ test in Metrica Province, where I did it last night? Yeah, I did it last night, and I did the voices of the Scrit. And it's just fun to do a little bit of role play with the Scrit. What? Other than that, generally, any of the hearts that are short, or any heart where the event pops that gives you double dip, so that you get the event and the heart at the same time to speed up a bad heart. Well, if you love Scrit, have you seen the new Thief Elite Spec that is coming on October 28th? The Antiquary. Because the Antiquary, in essence, you have a Scrit thief working for you. And instead of using the standard steal command, you have, I believe it is called Scrit something. I can't remember. It's definitely Scrit something. And the Scrit will run out and steal a thing you can use from your target. Yeah, Antiquary. It looks fun. Now, I can understand why some Thief players are disappointed. It's not really the class fantasy. It has seemingly a relatively high random factor, which you and I might find fun, but I can understand why some players wouldn't.
Time to do some real damage. I could outrun a centaur.
So I can understand why some Thief players aren't happy about it, but it certainly does, I think, look fun. It looks like a fun spec. And let's face it, the design space for new elite specializations is a little bit limited. You know, there aren't a whole lot of things that they can add to all of these classes. That was one of the things that they had said in the past was sort of why they were looking at not doing any new elite specs for the near future, and that was 2 expansions, was simply that we really don't have any design space open. Durant, who's a vet in this game, hates the RNG aspect. Yeah, and I can understand that. Although, frankly, the RNG aspect on what you pull didn't seem too bad. The thing I think that would really not appeal to a serious player is the RNG on the flip skills for the utilities, where you can flip them and you do something and they flip, and then they'll cool down and flip back automatically, or you can do it a second time and it might backfire. I can see the backfire thing could be really unpleasant to a player, where you're counting on having the ability to use that skill a second time and it backfires instead. Now the heal, it actually looks like the backfire is what you want, that you want to hit it twice. Because the backfire, I don't think even has anything negative to it. And one of the others didn't really have a negative for the backfire, but some of them did. So I think the backfire, I can completely understand a Thief player being not happy with that. And I mean, I'm not enthused. My most played class by far is my Guardian. And the Guardian doesn't look very interesting to me. I have to say, the Luminary, I'm just not feeling it. Didn't look interesting, didn't look cool. So I can understand, yeah, if you're disappointed in particular, it's not going to be impressive. It basically, well, no, it was like heal for 1,000, and then if you hit the flip over skill, the whole thing goes on cooldown regardless. I think it backfires and the whole thing goes on cooldown, but you get like 5,000 heal. So basically, if you want the big heal, you're going to go hit it. And it's basically just a heal skill that goes on full cooldown. Now, if you need just a little bit of heal, then the advantage would be to let it cool down completely. I like the idea of the Radiant Shroud. I think that's cool. The implementation just didn't impress me.
Time to do some real
I heard, I watched a video today someone was talking about. I didn't watch all of the classes. I watched the classes that I thought were good and my own class, the Guardian. When I say Guardian being my own class, I mean, it's just, I have played it the most. He described it as being sort of like a base class plus. That it plays like Guardian plus. It sort of takes the regular Guardian fantasy and increases the amount of that fantasy. And that, I think, is a reasonable way of describing it. But it does make it sound boring, which I think it kind of feels like. And you'll note, I've been talking and doing stuff on this heart this whole time. And we're still maybe 75% done. It looks like we must be getting close to the world boss, though. That's how Kata feels. I haven't played enough Kata to really have an opinion. He did, I think, he described a couple other classes as being sort of base class plus. And I think Kata was one of them. The other one he mentioned was Warrior Spellbreaker, I think.
You'll be feeling that one for days.
So I don't think doing a base class plus is a bad idea at all. But I think you're going to find it kind of inherently a little bit boring. Even if it's good, you're going to find it boring because you kind of want them to mix it up. You want to see something new and cool for your class. I know at least at launch, Chrono was not Mesmer Plus. It was a lot more than that at launch. I can't really speak to the state it's in right now. There's a whole bunch of us running around trying to hit things, and everyone else seems to want to hit things and kill them as fast as possible, which is kind of the Guild Wars equivalent of a dick move. So cut it out, guys. You just want to hit it once and make sure everyone else can hit it too. So I'm hitting. Is anyone else coming? See, I look around. No one else is coming. Fine. I will continue to hit it. If anyone else shows up, I hope they will hit it too.
Time to do some real damage.
Sad you didn't get to see Old Chrono. Well, I mean, Old Chrono.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Well, also we have to keep in mind the different game modes too. Certain, oh god, these guys are just running around. They're just annihilating everything without even like looking to see if there's anyone else around. There's also the game mode question. For instance, certain specs historically have been busted as bleep in certain game modes. I can't remember for sure, but I think Chrono was busted as hell in SPVP for bunker mode. I might be misremembering because I was never big in PvP at all. Anyone else? Would anyone else like to whack the shade? No? Fine, then I'll whack the shade. The behemoth is coming up. Nope. When they're bent over like that, that means someone just recently talked to them. This heart is such a pain in the ass when there are a lot of people running around doing it. It's dreadful. And the skelks don't count. ArenaNet, make the skelks count. Oh my god. How many laps am I going to have to do around here to find one more goddamn thing that gives contribution? These kind of hearts are the ones that need the changes. Oop. ArenaNet. Heart complete. Please change the contribution numbers. Thank you. Oh. Guess what? Showtime. Boot up the game. It's your second favorite word, World Boss? Well, it's popping right now, so... I certainly remember seeing this during the beta and my jaw hitting the floor. Actually, when they first announced that we're making Guild Wars 2 and it's going to be a full-blown MMO, not sort of an instance/lobby-based RPG like Guild Wars 1, I immediately went, okay, I'm interested. Hold on, I have a sneeze. Whew, no brains. And he's back! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Shadow Behemoth. So, I'm stoked up for this newly announced game called Guild Wars 2.
Feel the fury.
And then they start talking about dragons. And all of a sudden, I'm not interested in it. Because I gotta be honest, I am so goddamn sick and tired of dragons and elves and dwarves in my games. Lord of the Rings Online? Absolutely. Kind of invented the cliche. Other than that, I am sick to death of it. So I lost interest. And then I think it was Gamescom.
It lives.
They showed the Tequatl fight. And that brought me back in. You know, I'm here for the map completion. I don't need the behemoth. The Tequatl fight, where they show they've got like, I don't know, 50 people at the convention. I think it was Gamescom. And they're fighting this huge dragon in this multi-phase fight with all of these things going on, and you've got the guns and people running around and trying to get to different places and everything, and then they fail. And I went, okay, I'm back interested in Guild Wars 2 again. You enjoy DDO? I have tried to get into DDO countless times. It just doesn't work for me. Now, part of it, the reason it doesn't work for me, is the pretty simple, straightforward, I've never had a group to play it with. Oh, Scrit burglar. If I had a regular group to play with, I might have come to a very, very different conclusion about the game. But as a solo game, no. Yeah, I think Tequatl, well, now, the thing is, Tequatl's gotten so easy now. It has been power crept into, not oblivion, but relative unimportance. You know, unless you show up 5 minutes late, the odds are you're going to be in a live map with enough people who can just absolutely blitz through it. It's still entertaining, but it's not a challenge anymore. About to say power creep has definitely crept. Yeah, it has crept. Like I said, I still enjoy it. I still run it from time to time. I've run it a couple times in the last week.
I could outrun a centaur.
Not a big fan of the Eberron setting in DDO. Wish it took place in the Forgotten Realms. Forgotten Realms is the same one that Neverwinter's in. I played a lot of Neverwinter online. Sad what's happened to the game. What Cryptic and now Deca have done with it.
I could outrun a centaur.
Mostly Cryptic, actually. It's not fair to place that on Deca. Ah, yes. There's something in the water. And then, what's the first thing the dragon does? It knocks over a building, ruining the freaking value for the real estate in the area for everyone who lives there. It's dragons, man. Just freaking dragons. You can't trust them. No, I got like 20 or 25 characters in Neverwinter. It's another one of those games that I enjoy just playing.
My leg! I could outrun a centaur.
Live on.
So I would, if I had nothing else, maybe there was a new event or something in Neverwinter, I'd create a new character, play, level them up. I really enjoyed that game for quite a long time. Sadly, what they've done to that game is dreadful. Hey, I didn't give more of you guys permission to come around from behind me. That's just not fair at all.
I could outrun a centaur.
I can't actually outrun a centaur, as we can see by the fact that the centaurs were outrunning me.
They'll have to hit much harder.
Would you die? Oh my god, they just keep coming. What the hell?
I could outrun a centaur.
Another personal victory.
Replenishing.
Ah, I must have finished off the chapter 1 of the the adventure guide. Level. And
I could outrun us.
Another level.
Victory.
Guild Wars your first and only MMO you've played? There are other good ones out there. I have, between the two accounts, I have over 5,000 hours in Guild Wars 2. But I have 6,000 hours in WoW and at least 5,500 hours in Latro. So obviously, I kind of like a lot of them.
Outrun a centaur.
Did I not finish a heart over here? The implicate I didn't finish the heart here? Really? No, I did not. Okay. Oh, I got credit for defeating the world boss. Let's see. That is probably better than the greatsword I'm currently using. It certainly is. Want to hold on to that. We got new pants. We got new shoulders. Can't use, can't use, can't wear, can't use. Put all those away. We're going to have to deconstruct a bunch of this crap because it's, you know, crap.
Time to do some real damage.
Yeah, time to do some real damage. I don't know why she says that all the time. All right, we got 2 new items of attire. Let's see if we get awful colors.
I could outrun a centaur.
Those aren't awful, but they're not really mesmery. Come on, mesmery. That's not mesmery. Riverbed, pastel, olive, and black cherry. Come on. Give me something appalling. There we go. Icing, blue rose, and Persephone. That's better. And by better, I mean obviously worse.
You help Ettins work together to crush hoof beasts. Ettins not work good with other Ettins.
You mean Ettins don't work well with other Ettins?
Is Warhammer the one with those mech suit thingies? No. Warhammer Online is... Well, it was shut down, but there's a private server for it called Return of Reckoning, currently installed on my computer. It is a PvP-centric fantasy game. It is the game that Warcraft and World of Warcraft copied. Warhammer came first. Warcraft was a copy. World of Warcraft was created. And then Warhammer Age of Reckoning was created, and it was a copy of World of Warcraft, which got from Warcraft, which copied Warhammer. Got it? Good. It was PvP-centric. It had balance issues. I still haven't finished this off. God damn it. Ugh. And it overpromised and underdelivered. Wasn't a bad game. And Paul Barnett was the sort of the chief salesman for it, the guy who did all the public-facing stuff, and he was really good, and he really oversold the game. The one with the mech suits is Warframe. Yep, Warframe. Exactly. Now, Warframe, not really an MMO, but it's a lot of fun. Now, the core gameplay loop is the fun stuff. And for years, they've been trying to sort of catch fire in a bottle and recreate. And most of the stuff they've added to the game, it's just nowhere near as much fun. The core gameplay loop for Warframe is a blast. It is a really good solid, fun, core gameplay loop. Where are we at? We are 74% done with the map. I mean, if you're interested in other MMOs, I can make recommendations for ones that have reasonably generous free-to-play packages, or at least that are free for an extended period of time, so that you can decide if you really want to drop any money in it.
Time to do some real damage.
Now, granted, I'm more likely to mention the games that I particularly like, which may not to be everyone's taste. That would be stuff like Secret World Legends, a game I really enjoy. The gameplay is a little bit janky. I'm not going to defend it. But the storyline is great, and the questing is the best in gaming. Period. And I don't even consider that to be arguable.
Time to do some real damage.
There are a whole shitload of people running around doing low-level questing in this map tonight. Now, I assume they're doing key farming and the like. Maybe they're new players. It's certainly possible they're new players. There have been a lot of streamers who've been playing through the game for the first time. And so there have been a number of, popular streamers who are playing for the first time, and they're loving the game. So, I mean, it's certainly possible that we just have a lot more new players. Someday you'll give Secret World another chance. Just sort of petered out in the gameplay. Yeah, the gameplay's... the combat gameplay is the weakest part. I can't defend that and say that it's good. It's a little bit janky. When you get the hang of it, it's not bad. But I can't say that it's good. But the rest of the game is very good. Storyline is top-notch.
Another personal victory.
And the questing is best in class. But I can understand people who are put off by the gameplay. Absolutely. A nice time chatting. Got to head to bed. Exhausted. Good luck with the key grind. Well, thank you. Got the first key. About a 1 in 3 chance for the second. Knock on wood. Sleep well. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for chatting. I stream to have fun, and a lively, engaged chat makes the whole experience more fun for me. So thank you. Because you guys doing that makes the whole thing fun for me. And I think that makes it a better stream for everybody. So it's a win-win-win. Everybody wins. Right? 81% done with the map. Level 19. All right, we go in here. First of all, check and make sure we got anything.
Hi, my friend.
I would like to try some of the beer. I think this will be a big hit. It's delicious. It's not that great, really. Just not.
They'll have to hit much harder.
Master Brewer. None of that stuff is particularly helpful.
How'd that feel? Excruciating?
I could outrun a centaur.
There is a player character here named Eddie Coyle. That's an old guy movie reference, but I get the reference.
Good, good. Because my lips
I think it was Peter Boyle in the movie playing Eddie Coyle. I might be mistaken about that. I am mistaken about things from time to time. Anyone? Anyone else? Okay, it's got to die then. Don't pull on grub tails. You don't spit into the wind. You don't pull the mask off the old Lone Ranger. And you don't mess around with Jim. Old guy music reference. Alright, if they're running around grabbing tails, so to speak, this guy might be. I will get a whack in, couple whacks in, and then I'll make sure everyone else gets their whacks in. We've got another grub. Good. This is now going the way it should go. Everybody getting whacks on the mobs. It speeds it up for everyone.
Feel the fury. I could outrun a centaur.
Actually, I can't outrun a centaur. I hate to be the one to break the news to them, but I can't outrun a centaur.
I wonder if the centaurs would be less hostile if we shared our beer with them.
I think they want our land and crops, not our beer.
Just a thought. More for me then.
I'd rather have the beer, frankly. You can keep your land. I would like the beer.
I could outrun a centaur.
Anyone else? Anyone? Nope. All right. Then we kill it ourselves. But I don't have the beer, so I'll have to settle for vodka and root beer. It's a disgruntled grub. Are there any gruntled grubs? I mean, really, are grubs generally, are they gruntled? Is anyone else around want this? Doesn't look like it. I'm giving them all chances. I'm going to assume other people would like to kill some grubs. Maybe not. We're close. We might be able to find a centaur out here. Or two. That one's going to die before we can do anything. This one ought to do it, I think. Nope. Then this one will do it, most assuredly. Nope. Oh, not within range. I hate that. I hate that. Not within the circle of goodness for heart progress. One more grub. Heart complete. We are 84% complete.
I could outrun a centaur.
With the map. I don't think we've done Beetleton yet. There is a heart and a hero challenge. Whoops. Well, we definitely have one over here. At the mill. I think I finished the heart here, but I did not get the waypoint. Waypoint. We need the heart up here at the hunting lodge. And then Beetleton, and that might be it. We'll see if we can manage a second key. Like I said, about 30% chance, so the odds aren't great, but I wanted to keep playing this evening. And so I decided I was going to finish the map completion as well. Dead boars. Bacon! Is he going after... Oh, he's going after the trap. Okay, the trap is good. We can both get the trap. Oh, okay, they went for the veteran dire boar. I will help. Hit me, hit me. I want you to hit me as hard as you can. We also do need the POI here.
I could outrun a centaur.
I can't actually confirm that I could outrun a centaur. My money would be on nope. Oh, we have a dead hunter. Well, he's not dead, he's downed. I can res him. I can fix him. Oh, here comes the veteran dire boar. Dodged. Loser. Resed the hunter. Lol. Sorry, I said lol out loud. I feel bad. No one should ever say lol out loud. There's a POI we missed over here somewhere. Quite a long ways away. Oh, no, not as far as I thought. All right, there it is. Oh, in the encampment. Yeah. Yep, that is correct. I did miss this one. All right, Beetleton now. We are at 90%. I'm not sure Beetleton's quite going to be enough, which means I probably missed one or two elsewhere. There should be a POI here. Touchdown, the crowd goes wild. Definitely a waypoint, a heart, and a hero challenge in Beetleton proper. And then the heart. Oh, another one of the bad hearts. Oh, there's also a Vista here. Another one of the bad hearts. The hearts that are terrible to get under pretty common circumstances. Which is the crab's heart. Here. We are at 94.
Hard to follow someone who's always checking a mirror.
Step right up, carnival goers. Test your strength. You think I'm too old to kick your tail? Don't judge a drake by its snout. Beat me and take home a prize.
Time to do some real damage. I could outrun a centaur.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it. You can believe it, my friend. All right, we'll finish the heart by stomping on wasp nests and erasing, in that case, an invisible painting, talking to the kids to get them to do their chores. I'm a hero, you know. I don't know, maybe getting kids to do their chores is heroic? See, now this is a very fast heart. Stomp the wasp nests. Erase the graffiti from when the centaurs took over the town, which they removed from the game, but my understanding was originally a thing that could occur. We are at 97% complete. Let's see what we got left. We have one heart, one POI. The heart is here, and the POI is down there. All right. Well, we'll do the heart, obviously, because we have to do the heart. We might be in luck if there's no one else around. The fastest thing you can do mostly is just kill the scale that are around in the water. Around the water. And res the NPCs
I could outrun a
who
centaur.
are laying down on the job. Let the scale kill them multiple times. That's always good for laughs. The actual sort of mechanic around it about capturing the crabs is doesn't work particularly well. So your best bet for doing this heart in a timely fashion is to murder all the scale and then they'll respawn.
Like fine wine.
That's another heart. Level 20. I could do the second chapter of the personal story, but why? Doesn't give a key. Whoop.
You'll be feeling that
No
one
key,
for
no
days.
interest. Yeah. Yes, I rezzed you. Celebrate.
Time to do some real damage.
I'm a hero. What do we got? Ding, 20. Oh my gosh.
I could outrun a centaur.
Can't actually outrun a centaur. Wish they'd stop saying that. Can't do it.
Time to do some real damage.
The problem with the crabs here is you have to get their attention. Get them to come to you near one of the crab cages and then activate the crab cage. Sounds like it shouldn't be a problem. You'll notice they're invulnerable and you have to get really close and get the aggro and then get them to come to you, and you wait and you wait and you wait, and then you have to capture them, and sometimes it just doesn't work. And equally importantly, only one person can get credit for it. So this is one of those hearts where if there are a lot of people around, yeah, it really sucks. It's just
I could outrun a centaur.
an order of magnitude more difficult if there are a lot of people around, unless they're doing what you've heard me talking about all night, which is trying to make sure everyone who's around gets tags on the mobs. But there's no one else around here, so I'm just going to speed murder them.
I could outrun
And
a
feel no
centaur.
shame. All right, 98%. The last thing was a POI down here somewhere. Bloop. And that'll be the map completion, and hopefully we will get lucky and we'll get another Black Lion chest key. That's the last one here by the tree. Doom, da-dum. Another heart complete. Map 100% complete. We will go back to town. We'll sell our junk. And we'll open our box of goodies and hope for about a 30% hit chance.
How do you do?
Festival of the Four Winds is running right now. I got a commendation from the Tyrian Explorer Society, which is always nice. It's nice being recognized for your
Our
accomplishments.
deeds are reflected in the dream.
Yeah, our deeds are reflected in the dream, guys. Thought you'd want to know. We'll sell all of that stuff. And we'll sell that for... Wow, okay, no, we won't. We'll ship that off to the Queen of the Guild Bank. And we'll sell any of these that actually we can sell on the auction house. Not for much. Not for much. But hey, it adds up. And boy, the price is depressed on the quartz crystals. Yeah, the prices are so low on those. It's just ridiculous. All right, well, here we go. Drum roll, please. Give me a key. Fuck. We did not get a key. Please insert your sad trombone sound here. Yeah. Oh.
Live well.
That is the way it goes in the big city. We did not get lucky. So I'm going to call it here for the evening. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. As always, I am very appreciative.
A centaur.
I am going to take tomorrow off. I will be back on Thursday at the usual time of 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. Probably with more Guild Wars too, because I am enjoying the game again. Doing just a whole bunch of random bullshit go. Don't know what I'll be doing. Might play something else, but fill in your blank. What does mean? I don't know. But again, thank you very much for hanging out. Hopefully you will see me soon. I hope the rest of your Tuesday night or possibly Monday morning goes great. And that your Wednesday goes quick so you can get over your hump day and start working towards your weekend, because we all know everybody's working for the weekend. That one's for you, Canucket. Back on Thursday. So have a great rest of your day. Take care and